Blockbusters,
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Nice trick. Thank you. Welcome, everybody at home, to Blockbusters. Let's get started right now. We're going to start at a very exciting spot in the show, and you're going to see that in just about 1 second. Let's meet our champion over here. Let's say hello to Florence. How you doing, Florence?
Hi, Bill.
You nervous, Florence?
Yes, Bill.
Why don't you introduce yourself to the folks at home, Florence?
My name's Florence Crumpler. I'm married. I have a 5-year-old son named John, and I'm an engineering student.
You're an engineering student. The reason Florence sounds like she has a gun at her back right now and we're holding her children hostage is that she is going to go to the gold run and try and win $25,000. You ready to do it? Come on. Come on over here. Let's not get hit with this thing as it flies up. Hold on to that, because it is now time for us to take a look at our gold run board, and here it comes right now. All right, there it is in place. Now, Florence, you know what you have to do. You're going to have to start at the left side and make a path connecting the gold to the gold. If you do that, you're going to win $25,000. A lot of money. Jeez. Now, if you miss a question or you pass, you know a block goes up on that board, and you got to work your way around that, but you have 60 seconds in which to do it, and you just keep going until time runs out. I want you to be real relaxed. I've seen people do this in 27 seconds. You got a lot of time. Take a little beat before you answer. I want to see you win $25,000. Let's get started right now. Let's give it 60 seconds. Time will begin after your first clue. Pick your letters.
CS.
Plays Maddie on Moonlighting.
Sybil Shepherd.
Correct. Pick again.
PB.
Gloria Steinem was once one.
Playboy Bunny.
Correct. Pick again.
F.
Former dictator of Spain. You can pass. Pass, please.
VP.
VP. Had a hit called Macho Man.
Pass.
Pick again.
RTS.
Michael Douglas, Kathleen Turner hit.
Romancing the Stone.
Correct. Pick again.
HC.
Rode a horse called Topper.
Pass.
Pick again.
GP.
Kissed the girls and made them cry.
Georgie Porgy.
Correct. Pick again.
LH.
Novel about Shangri-La. You can pass.
Pass.
Pick again.
SOTC.
Hosted by Jim Perry. Oh, you started off so well. You started off so well. And we almost got there, and then, I don't know, the air went out of the balloon a little bit, and we just lost time, and that's the way it goes. Anyway, you missed 4. Let's take a look at the ones you missed. Let's recap it right now. Okay, SOTC, hosted by Jim Perry. That is Sale of the Century. That's right here on NBC. Continue on, please. LH, novel about Shangri-La, Lost Horizons. I thought you would know this one. And let's go on again, please. This might be a little bit out of your ballpark. HC, he rode a horse named Topper. That's Hopalong Cassidy, one of my favorites. And FF, former dictator of Spain, Francisco Franco. And I thought you would know that.
I knew
Being
that.
a student, you did know it, huh?
Yeah.
That's what happens. Sometimes you blank a little bit. And VP had a hit called Macho Man, and that was the Village People. That was a very popular record. Anyway, you did do 4 correctly. That's $100 for each correct answer right there. So you picked up an additional $400, bringing your total to $3,100. And we'll be back with a challenger to face right after this. We'll be right back. You're starting on. I just want to remind you, when you're the champion and you go to the gold run and you do not make it all the way to the end of the gold run, that $5,000 you're supposed to win goes into a pot, and it just keeps increasing. So if Florence comes back and goes to the gold run again, she's going to be playing for $30,000. A lot of money. All right, let's get started right now. You got to earn that championship, Florence, and you got to meet Joanne. Oh, is it Joni? Here comes Joni. I'm sorry. I thought I saw Joanne.
Joni.
I apologize.
All right.
Would you introduce yourself, Joni?
Sure. Hi, Bill. My name is Joni Fenstermaker, and I'm a professional photographer, and I specialize in baby portraits.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's a fun way to make a
It's
dollar.
fun.
Good luck to you both. Let's
Thank
go
you.
on right now and take a look at our board, please. Starting at the top. Quick reminder to Joni, as our challenger, she is going red to red. She has the advantage in this first game, and she can do it with as few as 4. Let's get started. What letter are we going to start game number 1 with? N, always a toss-up question. Hands on buzzers, please. What N can you use to make shoulder straps for cameras and purses? Joni.
Nylon?
Incorrect. I'll repeat it for Florence. What N can you use to make shoulder straps for cameras and purses when your narrow, wide, or paisley ones go out of style?
Necktie.
Necktie is right. That's what we were looking for. So, Florence is on the board. White is working side to side and will pick.
J, please.
J. What J is where policemen are required to visit every house in their precinct at least every 6 months? Florence.
Japan.
Japan, that is right. I like that. They're supposed to visit every house in their precinct every 6 months for good community relations in this island country, and Japan was the answer. Not a bad procedure at all. All right, White still in control, working side to side. Pick again, please.
T, please.
T. What T is the location of the King Ranch, which is as large as the state... Joni.
Texas?
Texas, that is right. This is an amazing statistic, which is as large, the King Ranch, which is as large as the state of Rhode Island. That's amazing. Okay, continuing on. Our challenger is on the board for the first time. Red working top to bottom. Pick, please.
G, please.
G wants to anchor at the bottom. What G do the Japanese massage their best cattle with to spread the fat throughout the meat, and is what you might use to make a martini? Florence.
Gin.
Gin is right. What a job, rubbing a big cow with a bottle of gin. I don't know. Let's go on right now. Continuing, Florence in control. White working side to side. Pick again, please.
A, please.
A. What A is a serious respiratory problem that... Joni.
Asthma.
Asthma is right. And it may develop from untreated hay fever. Asthma was the correct answer. And our challenger back in control. Red working top to bottom. Pick again, please.
M, please.
M. What M are there more than twice as many of in the United States today than 10 years ago? More due to inflation. Florence.
Millionaires?
Millionaires is right. More due to inflation than successful business. Continuing, White in control, working side to side.
B, please.
B. What B did the New York Daily News call the Laurence Olivier of the dog world? Florence.
Benji?
Benji's right. Benji was there. I'm sure that title wasn't provided by a press agent at all. I'm sure they made it up themselves. All right, continuing, working side to side, Florence.
P, please.
P. What P does Helpful Hints author Mary Ellen say will last longer if you spray it inside and outside with an antiseptic when making a jack-o'-lantern? Joni.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin is right. So, Red takes over control of the board, working top to bottom. Pick, please.
C, please.
C. What sea was discovered by Norsemen and currently shares about 4,000 miles of the United States border? Florence.
Canada.
Canada is right. Good game. Back and forth. Good game going on right now. Florence back in control. White picking.
I want the R, please.
If she gets it, she will win game number 1. Joni, you got a block here if you want to win the game. What R occasionally forms in the light of the moon, but the colors are not as intense? Joni.
Rainbow.
Rainbow is right. Not as intense as when this arch forms in the sunlight, and rainbow was the answer we were looking for. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Continuing, Red in control, working top to bottom, please.
S.
S. What S does NASA hope to develop that can tell you that a piece of comet dust weighs 1 trillion... Florence.
Scale.
Scale, that is right. to tell you that a piece of comet dust weighs a trillionth of a gram, and scale was the right answer. How'd you like to be on a diet and use that one, huh? Oh, couldn't lie to that little puppy, could you? All right, continuing on, White in control, working side to side. Pick, please.
H, please.
H. This is for the win again. Joni, you have to block here. What H does Helpful Hints expert Heloise suggest you take the wire kind with you on a camping...
Hanger?
Hangers, that is right. Suggest you take the wire kind with you on a camping trip to roast marshmallows, unless, of course, you're camping with Joan Crawford. Anyway, we'll be back right now, right after this commercial message. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the middle of game number one. A great game going on right now. You can tell that by looking at the board. Not a lot of room left on that board to move around into. But Joni is in control. Our challenger, Red, working top to bottom, believe it or not. And we'll pick again.
Why, please?
Why? Because you want to win the game, Joni. That's why.
Yeah,
all right, why? What Y was originally a jungle weapon used to bop an enemy on the head while you were safely up a tree? That was discovered in the Philippines by Donald Duncan and turned into a... Florence.
Yo-yo.
You got it. Interesting folklore the Philippines have. It's Duncan turned it into a child's story. You were born in the Philippines, and it took you a while to answer that. Anyway, Yo-yo was the right answer. White, back in control. Pick again, please.
O, please.
Oh, and believe it or not, if you look at the board, there is a connection from side to side there. And if she gets it, she will have one game number one. Joni, you got to block. What O is where you'd find Disney, Hitchcock, and Tulsa? Joni.
Orlando.
Incorrect. I'll read it again for Florence, and if she gets it right, she will win the game. What O is where you'd find Disney, Hitchcock, and Tulsa?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma was the answer we were looking for. And take a look at the route. That was a very complicated game, boy. Blocks all over the place. But as they all leave there, you can see that Florence did indeed connect White side to side. And for doing that, she has won one game, has $100 in her pocket. And when we come back after this next commercial, we'll have game number two. It's going to be a good game, too. Stick around. Orlando. Yeah, we didn't go for that. Listen, just want to qualify something about our last question, because it confused me, and I checked with Bobby Sherman, our producer, but I guess for the people in Oklahoma, it's not confusing at all. For those people in California, it is. But Hitchcock and Disney and Tulsa are all cities in Oklahoma. I was confused by it, but it doesn't matter because Florence won that game on that question. She has one game in her corner. This is a must-win situation for Joni now. She has to do it, otherwise Joni will go to the land of party gifts. Let's get on right now for game number two, and let's look at our board, please. And in this game, White will be working top to bottom and will have the advantage. They can do it with as few as 4. Red working side to side has to do it with at least 5. And what letter are we starting game number 2 with? E. What E have some frequencies so low that the human ear can't always detect this shifting of fault lines? Joni.
Earthquake?
Earthquake, absolutely. Had to be. Add shifting and fault lines together, and you'll come up with earthquake. That's the only thing you can get out of that. And our challenger is on the board again. First, working side to side. Continue, please.
C, please.
C. What C can swivel its eyes to look backwards and forwards at the same time, but is better known for its ability to change colors? Joni.
Chameleon?
Chameleon is correct. I know a lot of you at home were thinking Charo. I'm sorry, no. It was chameleon. That's what we were looking for. Anyway, Red, working side to side. Pick again, please.
N, please.
N. What N literally means a little lump, but it can be very valuable if it is made of gold? Florence.
Nugget.
Nugget, that is correct. All right, White in control now, working top to bottom. Pick again, please.
R, please.
R. What R do scientists believe were the ancestors of birds? Florence.
Reptiles?
Reptiles, that is correct. If you've ever gone to the Museum of Natural History, you go right down the whole sequence, and there it is, reptiles, the answer we're looking for. White, still in control, working top to bottom. Pick again, please.
G, please.
G. What G was named for the Latin word for pomegranate because of its shape and its seed content, which Joni.
Grape?
Incorrect. What G was named for the Latin word for pomegranate because its shape and its seed content, which resembles the fragments in the weapon?
Gun?
No, incorrect. Grenade.
Oh,
Grenade is what we were looking for there, and we will continue with another G question. What G can you smell when it's leaking only because... Florence.
Gasoline?
No, I will not accept that. Well, Joni, what G can you smell when it's leaking only because utility companies add an odor to it?
Gas.
Gas, that is correct. Gas is what we were looking for. Florence had a good guess there. That's how the game is played. But as I said, the questions are always in two parts. First, a little ambiguous. Second, always gives it to you right on a platter. And gas was the right answer. Joni got it. Red, back in control, working side to side. Pick again.
F.
F. What F said, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, referring to his famous... Florence.
Fidel?
No. I think he said a cigar is just a cigar and you're under arrest, but I mean, it was just something else. I'll repeat it again for Joni. What F said, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, referring to his famous theories about sexual symbolism.
Freud.
Freud, of course. Again, Red, working side to side, in control. Pick again, please.
S, please.
S. What S is the 34-letter word made popular in... Joni.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That is it. That's great. It was in Mary Poppins. The great thing about this, I have a monitor here, and the word fills up the entire monitor. Thank God I didn't have to say it. Continuing on, Red in control, working side to side.
I'll take L, please.
She will take L, and she will take the game and tie it up if she gets it. Florence, you can block her here. What L did 3 inmates from Sing Sing prison recently take from shoes and use to fashion a rope for making... Florence.
Laces.
Laces, that is correct. And used to fashion a rope for making a successful escape over the penitentiary wall. Laces was the correct answer, and they were caught hours later. They're not out there with a lot of laces in their hair and trying to sell them to you. Anyway, Florence is in control right now. White, working top to bottom. Pick, please.
W, please.
W. What W chews old wood, tough plant fibers, and saliva in order to make their own paper and are considered one... Florence.
Wasps.
Wasps, that is correct. That is correct. In order to make their own, considered one of the most intelligent insects on the earth, wasps was the correct answer. We'll be right back with more right after this. Good game. Good game. We are out of time. We're going to pick it up tomorrow right in the middle of this excellent match. I'm Bill Rafferty. I'll see you tomorrow on Blockbusters. Be there.
Takes an extreme commissioner to run an extreme league. Foul is not something you eat in a French restaurant. It's an infraction of a rule. Some say fair enough. I say never enough. They come to terms. I write the terms. I'm Rip Torn. But the players call me the commish.
Extreme Dodgeball. New season, new teams, and much-needed new commissioner. Premiering July 19th at 10 on GSN, the network for games.
Carpe Bolo!